this is everything that should happen from a webinar to when the sales calls actually happen from the webinar. First thing to keep in mind when I'm doing this, by the way, is on the actual webinar itself, you first need to pre-frame people that are going to get called by a team member, and that if they get called by a team member after booking a call on the webinar, they need to drop the webinar and go and watch that and go talk to that person. I would even put the phone numbers of the setters up on screen so they know which numbers they're going to get a call from. Now, if you do this, like your setters can dial people that book calls like 10 seconds into the actual web, like after they book a call, the setters can dial like 10 seconds after they book a call. Instead of normally having to wait after the webinar ends to the setters to triage the people. Because the way we're actually doing this is when people book a call, they get triaged by a setter, basically qualified, and intent qualified, financially qualified, and all that stuff. And then after, we get the setters to put them into a WhatsApp group. And in there, the setters actually send a video note where they basically introduce themselves and like just put like a face behind what they've actually said, because like on the triage call, because people love seeing other humans and hate seeing robots. So everything that makes them more human, for example, showing their face, showing their movement as well, helps a lot. Then they transition, they like hand off the lead to the closer. Closer sends a video note introducing themselves. On the triage call, the setter also makes sure to also frame the closer as a right hand man of the actual offer owner, and also make sure to like get some kind of incentive to give interaction inside of the WhatsApp group. It can be that like you don't get the meeting link inside of there. It can be that they need to introduce themselves, otherwise their call is cancelled. It might be like if they don't respond there as all the day of the call, then their call is cancelled. It might be a lot of things. You can even add bonuses. Um, for it. I would even add bonuses for the first 3 people that take action after the webinar. Give them like a 1K discount or something, like the first 3 people, just to incentivize them a bit more to take action and to actually join this. So yeah, after that, like before the closer actually jumps on the closer obviously just needs to send a video note and try to start a combo with the lead. Now I've seen on offers, this is completely real, by the way. 100% of leads that engage with the closer beforehand in a WhatsApp group show up. 100%. I've never had someone do it and not show up. Worst case scenario, they reschedule, but they always, and I say always, message, yo, sorry, I need to reschedule until like 2 hours later. Sorry, I'm driving, I'm out of service. I need to fucking clean my dad's shit. He shit over himself. I need to help him. Like like they have a good excuse for it, and they always reschedule the call and always show up on that one because they have built a relationship. They have built rapport with the closer beforehand, which is super fucking important, by the way. And then on the actual and then obviously also the closer needs to like send reminders and shit, but I guess that's like mandatory. And if they don't reply to the triage call, the setter needs to keep dialing them and also like messaging the group, messaging the WhatsApp group. Like the WhatsApp group is the main communication point with the lead, so making sure that you have like that group is active. And in the group, by the way, to make it clear, it's the lead, it's the setter, it's the closer, and it's the sales manager as well. So they can like have an overview of everything. Now, after the closer, if the closer hasn't closed, then the closer is responsible for following up for 30 days with the lead afterwards. And if you have big volume, for example, we have around 300, 350 calls on one offer per month coming in. And that's split between 3 closers. They have roughly 100 calls each. Like mainly from webinars. Then I don't count, actually I only count webinar calls for this because we're talking about webinars. They have around 100 webinars calls. They have roughly 25 a week from webinars. And that's usually an amount of volume where they can actually follow up, because they have around 100 people that they follow up with every single day, and that's usually good enough for the closers that they can manage that, which usually also gets to them getting extra bookings and stuff like that. So the closure follows up, and when you follow up, there's a couple different ways to do it. There's, for example, you can do value-based follow-up. You can also do selfish follow-up. You can also do something we call a stiff arm follow-up, where you basically put a time frame where they can take action and say, yo, if you don't take action within the next 3 days, we're fucking dropping this. But yeah, like every means of way you can actually get lead engaged in the WhatsApp group, I would take it. I would actually try to use it. And then yeah, so as long as you make sure that the closers are following up, then yeah, it should be all good. The last thing I want to talk about is set your support systems, closer support systems, and actual like trainings. It's extremely important that you as like or you as either like the offer owner gets a sales manager that is fucking mentally ill, or you being the sales manager yourself. I would recommend it for an offer owner, but if you're a growth op, it can work, especially for two people like me and my business partner. We're two people. He can do marketing, I can do sales. And if you manage people, then you first need to make sure that like you're dialed in all the time. Like if you're not a person that if you're a person that easily gets sidetracked on doing other stuff, not what they're supposed to do, and easily get into stuff, then I wouldn't recommend it. Like you need to be on these people 24/7. Like you need to constantly be consciously thinking about the sales team, their actions, and what they're doing. Because if you're not, then like the team will sleep. We recommend having 2 to 3 trainings per person. If its offer is smaller or the team is ramping faster and there's bottlenecks you need to solve, I would recommend bi-daily. I know it sounds crazy, but bi-daily trainings with each specific member, and obviously also like daily team calls. Because like the faster you can solve the problems inside of the sales process, especially if it's person specific, the faster you can fucking scale up. So yeah, I think that's it. I mean, that's basically everything that I do personally for my offers that I currently manage. And there's 3 right now making over 100K per month. I think there's 3 that's making over like 120K per month now even. So I might have to change that claim. But yeah, we have two currently in the works ramping up as well. One's at 50K and one is just on the start. So we have 5 offers we manage right now, and like I'm the sole sales manager for basically all of those. Um, and like I'm able to do it, and it's around like 25 people. So like yeah, I wouldn't worry about the volume also for that. Like if you dial the fuck in enough, then it's not a problem. So hey, that's basically it. If you follow this, put this into fucking AI, get it to make a sales SOP for you, get it to give out hiring plans for sales managers, for sellers, for closers, to an actual like to build out operations. Put it in your slide deck to make sure your slide deck follows these principles, and make like a post webinar booking SOP that your team can follow. Because if you do that, then you're gonna get the same results that I did if you don't have shit leads. So that's it for today.